skeletal muscle insulin resistance just by being inactive. Individuals, as they age, require more protein.
People older than, say, 50, 60 should eat 40 or 50 grams of protein.
I would say that that's true. Cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, largely many of these metabolic diseases begin in skeletal muscle.
Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, a leading expert in muscle-focused medicine, emphasizes that strong and healthy muscles are central to longevity. We often think of muscle as something only athletes or bodybuilders care about, but it does much more. It protects your metabolism, your heart, your brain, and shields you from disease as you age. In this video, we'll break down 10 powerful principles that show how nutrition, training, and daily habits can keep your body resilient, your mind sharp, and your health span long. Number 1. Muscle isn't just for strength. Most people believe muscle's only job is to help you lift, walk, or move. That's true, but it's only part of the story. Muscle is also your body's main glucose disposal system. Here's why that matters. Every time you eat carbohydrates, bread, rice, fruit, or even sweets, your body breaks them down into glucose, which enters your blood. Too much glucose floating in your blood is dangerous. It stresses your organs and sets the stage for diabetes and heart disease. This is where muscle helps. Around 80% of that glucose gets processed by muscle.
Roughly 80% of glucose disposal, and we all hear about these things like cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity. Largely, many of these metabolic diseases begin in skeletal muscle decades before.
When your muscles are healthy and active, they act like sponges, soaking up extra sugar and keeping your blood level steady. But when your muscles get weaker, from aging, sitting too much, or eating poorly, they can't clear sugar from your blood as well. The damage builds slowly, often for years, before you see any symptoms. That's how problems like diabetes and heart disease begin. In other words, muscle isn't just about being strong or looking fit. It's like your body's shield, keeping you safe from disease long before you notice any problems. Number 2, you're probably eating way too little protein. Here's a surprising fact. 40% of women over 60 are protein deficient, and the average woman eats only about 68 grams per day, far below what the body truly needs.
The average woman eats around 68 grams of protein a day. 40% of women over the age of 60 are deficient in protein.
Why is this important? Protein is what builds and repairs your muscles. If you don't get enough, your muscles get weaker, your body slows down, and your chance of getting sick goes up. Many people think they eat enough protein just because they have some meat or dairy once in a while, but the truth is, most people still don't get enough. So how much do you actually need? The science is clear. Aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight. For example, if your healthy weight should be 150 pounds, you should eat about 150 grams of protein daily. And here's the twist. Timing matters. Eating little bits of protein here and there isn't enough. Your muscles need bigger servings, especially at your first meal of the day. We'll talk about that next. Number 3. Your first meal determines your entire day. What you eat first thing in the morning sets the stage for your whole day. If you grab something sugary, like cereal, a bagel, or just coffee, your blood sugar will spike and then crash. That's what makes you crave more junk food later. The good news? There's a simple fix. Start your day with 30 to 50 grams of protein.
That first meal has we'll say, give it between 30 to 50 grams of dietary protein. That will do a number of things.
This one step can keep your body steady for the next 24 hours. Here's why. Protein triggers a hormone called GLP-1. It's the same popular hormone which weight loss drugs like Ozempic try to copy. When GLP-1 goes up naturally, you feel full, stay satisfied longer, and are far less likely to snack on unhealthy foods. A protein-packed breakfast also keeps your energy steady, helps you focus, and balances your blood sugar. Think of breakfast as your reset button. Get it right, and the rest of the day becomes much easier. Number 4. Muscle barely burns calories at rest. Many people think, if I build more muscle, I'll burn fat faster. But actually, muscle doesn't burn that many calories. 1 pound of muscle only uses about 10 calories a day when you're resting.
Muscle is actually, quite frankly, not very metabolically active at rest.
Interesting.
For every pound of skeletal muscle, it might at rest burn 10 calories.
That's not much. The real benefit of muscle is that it stores glycogen, which is fuel made from the carbs you eat. Healthy muscles store glycogen easily and help keep your blood sugar steady. This protects you from insulin problems, which can lead to diabetes. Muscle isn't just about burning calories while you sit, it helps your body handle food better. Strong muscles make your metabolism flexible, letting you eat without big spikes in blood sugar. That's why muscle is less about burning calories and more about keeping your body's metabolism safe. Number 5. You can't out-supplement bad habits. Many people think supplements or pills can fix poor health, but no pill can undo the harm caused by sitting too much. Sitting a lot is now considered unhealthy. Even young, healthy students who sit for long hours can show early signs of muscle problems. That's how fast inactivity can hurt your body. A simple rule: if you take fewer than 5,000 steps a day, you're considered sedentary.
They saw was skeletal muscle insulin resistance just by being inactive. Can you imagine as you continue, and how do we define inactivity now? What is it, less than 5,000 steps?
No protein shake, vitamin, or medicine can replace the benefits of moving your body. Your muscles need regular use to stay strong. Movement isn't optional, it is a must thing to do. It keeps your metabolism running, blood sugar stable, and body healthy. Before taking supplements, remember, the best medicine for your muscles is daily activity. Number 6. Older people need more protein, not less. Many older adults eat less protein, thinking smaller meals are healthier. But actually, the opposite is true. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. Young people can grow muscle with just 5 to 15 grams of protein per meal. For older adults, that's not enough. You need 30 to 50 grams per meal to get the same effect.
Individuals, as they age, require more protein to then stimulate mTOR.
So does that mean instead of eating 30 grams of protein per meal minimum, that people older than, say, 50, 60 should eat 40 or 50 grams of protein?
I would say that that's true.
This isn't about eating extra. It's about giving your body what it needs to keep muscle strong, prevent weakness, and lower the risk of falls, diabetes, and frailty. Think of protein as a signal for your muscles. If the signal isn't strong enough, your muscles won't respond. And as you age, the signal needs to be louder. Number 7. Strength training is essential. Cardio is good for your heart and lungs. Walking, biking, or swimming all help. But if you want to keep your muscles strong and live longer, lifting or resistance training is a must. Resistance training means making your muscles work against some kind of weight. This could be dumbbells, resistance bands, gym machines, or even your own body weight. The good news, you don't need to train every day or lift heavy like a bodybuilder. Just 3 times a week, 40 to 60 minutes each session, can make a big difference. Strong muscles help with balance, stronger bones, and controlling blood sugar. They also protect you if you get sick or hurt. Even if you walk every day, your muscles can get weaker without resistance training. Think of cardio as extra help. Resistance training is the foundation.
When you're thinking about designing a program, the current recommendations for physical activity, which, by the way, do you know, roughly 70, maybe it's 78% of individuals do not meet physical activity guidelines.
Number 8. Fasting might be hurting your muscle. Fasting is popular for losing weight and boosting energy. But if you're over 60 or want to build muscle, long fasts can actually hurt you. Here's why. When you don't eat for a long time, your body still needs protein. If it doesn't get it from food, it takes it from your muscles.
The body is turning over roughly 300 grams of protein a day.
That's a lot of
It is
turnover.
a lot. It is a lot of turnover.
300 grams of
Correct.
protein of turnover.
Yes.
Over time, this can shrink the very muscles you want to keep strong. Younger people can handle fasting better because their bodies build and keep muscle more easily. But as you get older, when you eat is just as important as how much you eat. That means eating enough protein regularly throughout the day is far more protective than skipping meals. For older adults, long fasts usually do more harm than good. Number 9. Quality matters as much as quantity. It's not just about having big muscles, it's about keeping them healthy. If you don't use your muscles, they can slowly turn into fat, kind of like the marbling in a steak.
That's exactly what can happen to unhealthy skeletal muscle, which then affects its ability to contract, which also affects, there's a ton of mitochondria in skeletal muscle.
You might look fine on the outside, but inside, your muscles become weaker and less effective. The good news is there's an easy fix: regular strength training. Just 3 workouts a week can keep your muscles strong, lean, and healthy. Healthy muscles do more than make you stronger. They help control your blood sugar, support your immune system, and keep your whole body working well. So instead of just trying to get bigger muscles, focus on taking care of the ones you already have. Strong, healthy muscles are what help you stay active and live longer. Number 10. The real reason people fail isn't knowledge. Most people know they should exercise, eat better, and take care of themselves. But just knowing isn't enough. The real challenge is your mindset. Dr. Gabrielle Lyon says it clearly. A person will only be as healthy as they feel worthy of.
A person will only ever be as healthy as they feel worthy of.
Tell me more.
That when individuals do not feel worthy of having health and wellness,
If you don't feel you deserve strength, health, or a long life, you'll keep holding yourself back. That's why having standards works better than chasing goals. Goals can be forgotten once you reach them, but standards become habits, like brushing your teeth or getting enough sleep. They're non-negotiable. The key is to know your weak points. Maybe you skip meals, eat too much at night, or skip the gym when tired. If you know your patterns, you can make small rules or systems to stay on track. In the end, building muscle and living longer isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent, respecting yourself, and believing you are worth the effort, because you are. So, let's bring it all together. Muscle isn't just about strength or appearance. It's your body's shield for health, energy, and longevity. It processes most of the glucose you eat, protects against diabetes and heart disease, and keeps you resilient as you age.